Hello everyone, this is the sixth history tutorial video for class 12. Today we are going to start a new chapter, Kings, Farmers and Towns. Now you see there were several developments in different parts of the subcontinent during the long span of almost 1500 years following the end of the Harappan civilization. This was also the period during which the Rig Veda was composed. It was composed by people living along the Indus River and its tributaries. Agricultural settlements emerged in many parts of the subcontinent, villages, including North India, including the Deccan and parts of Karnataka. Also, there is evidence of pastoral population in the Deccan and further south. New modes of disposal of the dead, new modes of burial, including the making of elaborate stone structures known as megaliths. These emerged in central and south India from the first millennium BCE, that is 1000 BCE. In many cases, the dead were buried with a rich range of iron tools and weapons. From 6th century BC, from 600 BC, there is evidence that there were other trends as well. Perhaps the most visible was the emergence of early state, empires, kingdoms, etc. Now, underlying these political processes were other changes evident in the ways in which agricultural production was organized. Simultaneously, new towns appeared almost throughout the subcontinent. Some of the most momentous development in Indian history investigation that took place in the 1830s, because that was when James Prinsep, an officer of the East India Company, James Prinsep, deciphered the Brahmi script and the Kharoshthi script, two scripts used in the earliest of the inscriptions and coins. Earliest inscriptions, earliest mentions of kings and their deeds, and the earliest coins, those used the Brahmi and the Kharoshthi script. So that Brahmi and Kharoshthi script being deciphered certainly had a very much significant value in the Indian epigraphy. Now, James Prinsep found that most of these inscriptions, most of these coins, these mentioned a king referred to as Piyadasi. Piyadasi in Pali language actually. Piyadasi means pleasant to behold in Pali language. It's pleasant to look, good to look at, good looking. Now, there were a few inscriptions which also referred to this king as Ashoka, one of the most famous rulers known from Buddhist texts. This gave a new direction to investigations into early Indian political history, as European and Indian scholars used inscriptions and texts composed of variety of languages and scripts to reconstruct the lineages of major dynasties that had ruled the subcontinent. As a result, the broad contours of political history were placed by the early decades of the 20th century. So the time frame was constructed from the early 20th century. Basically, the time frame of early Indian history was put in place in the early 20th century. First by James Prinsep. James Prinsep can be called as the father of this process. Now, the 6th century BC is often regarded as a major turning point in Indian history. Why? Because it is an era associated with early states, early cities, the growing use of iron, the development of coins, etc. It also witnessed the growth of diverse systems of thought, diverse two very similar schools of thought, two very similar philosophies, that is Buddhism and Jainism. Early Buddhist and Jain texts mention, among other things, 16 states, 16 city states known as Mahajanapads, 16 major city states in the Indian subcontinent. Although the lists vary, some names are common like Vajji, Magad, Kosal, Kuru, Panchal, Gandhar, Avanti, Sindhu. They occur frequently. Now, clearly, these were among the most important Mahajanapads because they appeared in many of these sources. These few of the Mahajanapads. The others actually vary through source to source, but these few Mahajanapads, Magad, Kosal, Anga, Kuru Panchal, Gandhar, Sindh. So these are the main Mahajanapads of the 16 that we know about. We are basically done with the introduction of the chapter. I'm stopping here. We have done the introduction of the chapter. This is the first part. From the next lesson, we will go deep into the chapter. We will continue with it. Okay. So bye.